men are more likely to kill their wives, but women are more likely to kill their kids. And there was another one recently, Lindsay Clancy, you know? I don't know what the kids did, but and it's crazy because all the detectives on TikTok have decided that the husband did it, right? These psycho bitches online. Thank you. One of the things they say, they go, he was too calm on the call. You're like, yeah, because he's relieved that the whole rest of the world is going to know how crazy his wife is too now. Did I hear an internet detective in the audience who disagrees? Okay, tell me the true story that I'm missing. All of a sudden, once you get them away from their keyboard, from the safety of their laptop, Alex Jones lost everything for doing what these people do 40 times a day. There's 4 women in this audience being like, he's guilty though. But he did do it!
The more I watch this trial, the more I'm convinced Patrick is guilty. Yeah, and the more I watch this trial, the more I hate women, because hearing what he testifies to makes it even more heartbreaking that so many women online are blaming Patrick. Because what we're actually hearing in court is how much information Lindsay appears to have withheld or misrepresented to Patrick. And at some points, guys, it genuinely appears like Patrick is learning in real time the lies that Lindsay told him. On day 1 of the trial, Patrick Clancy, the father of these 3 children that Lindsay murdered, was called to the stand. And he tells the jury that him and Lindsay had what looked like a seemingly very happy marriage. After each child was born, he took paternity leave and saved money so the finances wouldn't force Lindsay back to work before she was ready. They had a nanny who stayed for years, and because he worked from home, he said that he was constantly able to come upstairs and help. Initially, he thought that she was struggling with just anxiety about returning to work because that's what she would tell him. The same kind of work-related anxiety she'd had to prior maternity leaves, and he testified that he did not think that it was an emergency at first. As her planned return to work after her 3rd baby got closer in the fall, things began to escalate drastically. Lindsay told him that she wanted to go on Zoloft. He later learned that she had actually already been on Zoloft, seen a doctor, had the prescription, everything. She said that she couldn't sleep and had him sleep in the basement, noticeably separating him so he can't notice symptoms. Patrick said that before she told him to go sleep in the basement, he hadn't personally seen obvious signs of insomnia, like her not sleeping or being up all night. Lindsay was complaining of not being able to sleep and feeling depressed, so Patrick's mother, who was a nurse at a hospital, referred her to her hospital. Lindsay went to the hospital. She saw Julie Paul for a couple days, and then she saw Rebecca Chilada, and then she had a therapist, Letitia Dukes, but Patrick says he wasn't even aware of her even going to therapy, never saw her go. He did describe, however, that she would come home with bags of pills, the bags of pills that the prosecution actually brought and showed as evidence. And because of what she told him, he genuinely believed that she was over-medicated, like taking 3 or 4 psychiatric medications all at once. But in reality, in court, prosecutors displayed the bottles and showed that only a handful of pills had actually been taken. Out of the Zoloft prescription, only 7 were taken. Out of the Ativan prescription, only 6 were taken. 2 Busbar from the first prescription, none taken from the second prescription, and about 7.5 pills taken out of her trazodone prescription. Prosecutors emphasized the gap between the number of prescriptions and the actual pills she was taking. So here she is, trying to convince her husband that she's mentally unwell and going crazy because they keep giving her these medications, but she's not actually taking them.
That's why I'm not thinking anything. I mean, like, you won't think something. You won't think something. I don't understand.